waiting, sir.
Waiting for what?
Private Das.
Who the hell is Private Das?
The plot is rather unique. Desmond Doss was a conscientious objector. This means when he joined the army, he intended to save lives and not to take them. The movie mainly follows his journey from boot camp, where he was bullied by his fellow comrades and even his commanders, all the way to Hacksaw Ridge, where his acts of heroism was shown. What really stood out to me though was his cinematography. Straight from the start of the film, it really immerses the viewers and the audience into Desmond's world. The camera angles showing the chaos of the battle, the tension, and emotion perfectly, with the cinematography really bringing the viewers into the heart of the action, especially during battle scenes. Take the battle at Hacksaw Ridge for example. The camera's movements are so intense at times, it almost feels like you're right there in the trenches with Desmond. When the soldiers are charging up the ridge, the shots are tight, the angles are sharp, and you can almost feel the heat of the explosions. Then, when the camera pans out, you can see Desmond alone, carrying wounded soldiers across the battlefield as chaos rages around him. In my opinion, that scene is truly breathtaking. One of the best moments that stood out to me cinematically is when Desmond can be seen praying in the middle of the battlefield, his hands clasped together as the camera keeps a slow focus on him. Meanwhile, later on he also began dragging soldiers across the battlefield to safety as explosions go on around them. It's both peaceful and chaotic, with the cinematography really helping to enhance the feeling of his inner peace and calm against the chaos and violence going on around. Speaking of calm, the soundtrack in the movie is just incredible in my opinion. The score by Rupert Gregson-Williams just really enhanced the emotional depth for me, especially during the quieter moments of the film where it really made me feel the weight and tension between Desmond's beliefs and his feelings. I loved how the movie didn't just play the music during the action scenes, but was also used as another way to deepen the more emotional moments, like when Desmond was at his lowest point, and you just hear this soft, calming theme that almost just pulls you right into his inner struggles. Then during the battle scenes, it's just this sharp and intense music that almost just gives you the feeling of the brutality and the chaos of war. It's almost like the music is working alongside the cinematography to help you really get into the story and get into the depth of the film. And there's one scene in particular when Desmond's praying and you hear this faint, almost haunting melody in the background combined with the quiet of his voice as he asks God to allow him to save just one more soldier from the battlefield. It just really helps to feel the strain of the battle for the viewer. Another thing to mention is the animation at the start of the movie depicting Desmond's childhood. It was a clever creative choice with its vintage style. It felt like a storybook coming to life. It set the tone for the movie and gave us an insight on Desmond's early life and values without overwhelming us with exposition. Let's dive into the emotional core of the film. Desmond Doss is truly an extraordinary character, his journey both painful and inspiring. From the bullying he faced during training to even being rejected by his fellow soldiers, you feel his struggle deeply. But through it all, he still stayed true to his beliefs. That kind of strength is truly incredible in my opinion. And when he finally began taking action, saving soldiers' lives, risking his own again and again, that's where the true emotional impact lies. I think the most powerful moment in the film, for me at least, was when Captain Glover, a commander originally so critical of Desmond, finally acknowledged his bravery, commenting how he's never seen anything like it. That's the moment when Glover really saw the true depth of Desmond's character. With such a turning point, it wasn't just a turning point for Desmond himself, but also the viewers, giving the true feeling and understanding why Desmond's journey was so important to him and to everyone. To sum it up, Hacksaw Ridge is more than just a war film. It's about humanity, faith, and conviction. The cinematography immerses you in the action, the soundtrack heightens the emotions, and the animation adds depth to Desmond's story, with the movie challenging your views on bravery, courage, and the true cost of war. So, to sum it up, if you haven't seen the film, trust me, you need to. It's unforgettable. It will make you think, feel, maybe even question what it means to be a hero. So, that'll be all. Thanks for watching.